Welcome to this week's weather briefing for western and central Wyoming. Today is October 16th, and this is produced by the National Weather Service in Riverton. Alright, this past weekend we saw some cool temperatures and some rain and snow, and then it got warm and windy this past week. Will that continue? Let's take a look. Alright, here's a loop of temperatures, precip, and 700 millibar heights. As you can see, we're kind of in high pressure through the weekend until this disturbance right here kind of pushes through Tuesday and Wednesday. So with that high pressure in the weekend, it'll bring a warming trend and dry conditions. Then once that disturbance comes through, again we'll see here soon on Tuesday and Wednesday, that'll bring isolated to scattered rain showers, and there could even be some snow possible generally above 8,000 feet, so across the higher terrain. Here's our temperature forecast through the weekend into next week. We start off cool today, Thursday, but then we start warming up Friday, Saturday, and even Sunday and Monday. Then once that disturbance comes through Tuesday and Wednesday, we will cool down again. And here's the long range outlook. We have pretty good chances of above normal temperatures in the 2-week outlook, with near normal to slightly above normal precipitation, but takeaway from this is it could be warming back up. Alright, the Climate Prediction Center came out with their winter outlook today, and now that's what we're going to discuss. So, they are calling for a weak El Nino pattern developing early this winter and into the spring. And the chances for this El Nino are 67% of at least a weak El Nino, so they've issued an El Nino watch in the next 6 months. Alright, well, what is an El Nino, you may be asking yourself? Well, it's a pattern in the Pacific Ocean, and this is kind of a graph of temperature anomalies. And you can see when this temperature warms up kind of in the eastern Pacific, that is what we refer to as an El Nino. And it's most notable in winter when the wind patterns are the strongest in the atmosphere. No two El Nino patterns are alike, but some patterns do exist with El Ninos. And we kind of take a look here. Generally you see this warm and sometimes dry pattern across the northern half of the United States, with wet and cool conditions across the southern half of the United States, with kind of a middle ground here. So what is the outlook from the Climate Prediction Center for this winter? Well, we are looking at a slight chance of above normal temperatures for Wyoming. And here's kind of a graph of previous El Nino patterns, how we see in Wyoming here, how we are above normal temperatures. And then precipitation-wise, we're kind of in that middle ground. So we have equal chances of above or below normal precipitation, so we can't really distinguish at this point what's going to be, but kind of notice the typical El Nino pattern in the southern portion of the United States. And here's kind of a local graph of precipitation, and notice past El Nino patterns have brought us a little bit below normal in precipitation. And in case you're wondering what your normal snow is, here's some snow, normal snow for select areas across Wyoming. And we can also take a look at the drought outlook based on this El Nino pattern, and we are kind of in the drought remains the same. And what is our current drought conditions? Pretty much all across Wyoming we are no longer in drought conditions except for portions of Sweetwater County. So we'll kind of remain that, is what the expected outlook is. So to kind of summarize our winter outlook, we're expecting temperatures to be slightly above normal, and then we have those equal chances for above or below normal precipitation. And if you'd like to find out more information, we have a couple links here. Here's a good just kind of write-up about the outlook, and then here's also a good video about the winter outlook. So check those out if you'd like some more information. We thank you for watching our weekly weather briefing. Call us anytime at our 1-800 number up here, or you can find us on Facebook and Twitter. Have a great weekend.